gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, and I'm not gonna diddy y'all to death, but we have to discuss these kids because Kenya love the kids. Oh my gosh. But look, y'all, welcome to Tips Tea Thursday. Y'all know what it is. Do y'all have y'all tip? And y'all sip. Oh my gosh, where is my notebook for my tips? Look, I'm not even ready, y'all, because I was cooking earlier. But anyway, that's not what this is going to be about. Welcome to Tips Tea Thursday, y'all. Yes, with your girl, grab your sip for your sips, your cup, because we're going to get into some hot tea. Like I said, we're not going to diddy y'all to death. But oh, this lighting, y'all, I done tried a new little setting and everything. But while y'all coming up in here, y'all type hashtag tips if you are new to Tips Tea Thursday. All right. And if you are OG tech, what you already know what to type. Hashtag sips because you're gonna sip with your girl. And like I said, tonight, right now, we're gonna get into this hot tea. Tell me what you sipping on. But like I said, we're not gonna diddy y'all to death, but we need to talk about these kids because, and I'm not talking about the boys. No, everybody is going through something right now. But we idolize these celebrities, and okay, that's cool because they're out there. It's something that we need to talk about, and it's something that we see all the time, every day in the media. But guess what's about to happen to these kids, y'all? And I'm specifically talking about the girls. Yes, we're not dismissing or invalidating the sons, but I want to specifically talk about these girls because it came up in my mixer on Friday night, the Battle of Perspective mixer, where your girl, we have men, women, they all come together. I have a panel and we talk about love, life, and everything in between. But we were talking about how this is going to affect these girls. Now, on one hand, right, on one hand, somebody was like, well, Diddy knew what he was doing when he was out here. He knew he was embarrassing his kids and everything. And I get that. I understand. And as a parent myself, I do try. And I like when I say I try my best to walk the path that my daughter never has to be embarrassed about. Ever, ever, ever. But as an individual, sometimes you just and now we're talking about power. We're talking about money. We're talking about, and let's not talk about protection. All right, I don't care what level this was on. Let's not did I am pretty sure and under no shape, form, or anything am I defending Diddy, because Diddy done did it. Diddy done did it now. But what I am saying is that I am sure that he has tried to protect his children. Wrong or wrong, he tried to protect his children. Now, guess what's about to come up out of this, y'all? Childhood trauma. That is what's about to come out of this for those girls. And I, again, and honing on the girls because they're 17. And right now in the media, they're just highlighting the twins. Let's not forget about Chance, but guess what, guys? The difference between Chance, little Chancey, the third daughter, is that Chancey has a mom. Chancey fortunately has her mom, and those twins, they do not have their mom anymore. And so childhood trauma is about to come up out of this, y'all. Yes, Diddy done did it. We done we cat everything else about it. But the emotional toll that it is taking on these children, whether they're celebrities in the limelight or anything else, this is devastating. This is devastating. Their world has been turned upside down. Money, power, respect, loss of respect, it doesn't matter. These girls were living a certain lifestyle, and due to their father's actions have been taken away from them. And it says that they are under the care of a family friend, which is their mother's best friend. Great in the support, but they're saying they're trying to shield these girls from the media. Ain't no way. I know the girl's life is the media. There is no shielding them. They have released statements. And then let's shift real quick, because again, this not gonna be about Diddy, but we're talking about the emotional wellness of it all. We're talking about the emotional toll that all of this is taking. And you know what? Let's talk about the emotional toll that it is taking on the viewers here. All right, the viewers as well, because we're watching this constantly, and we're not knowing the smaller people that it is affecting. Yes, Diddy's on a higher level. Everybody else that is involved is on a higher level, but there are someone that is some down the street that might be suffering, in the next city over that might be suffering as well. So this is not just about Diddy. This is about the emotional toll that it is taking on all of us. The replaying of the videos, the replaying of the comments and the predictions and the woulda coulda, and bringing up all the past. We're bringing up Tupac's and it's just a lot, y'all. It is a lot. And so again, money, power, respect, it doesn't even matter what it's about. It is emotional, mental. Those children are involved no matter what. And we need to be mindful of that as well when we are watching all of these things on the media, who it is triggering. It could be triggering a friend or a coworker next to you. All right. So let's be mindful of that. And then on another, no, before we get off of Diddy, because Diddy done did it, is y'all. I know technology has a way of doing its thing, especially in today. I know that. But this book that has come out with Kim Porter and the whole book, some people are saying it's true, it's not true. It's been circulating. I've seen it around. I have not heard any clips, any paragraphs, read anything about it. But something's going on, so I'm confused. I don't know if there's a book. I don't know if there's not a book. The children have come out and said that there is no book out there. But like I said, on TikTok, I have not seen it on Instagram, y'all, but on TikTok, this book that Kim Porter supposedly had written is circulating. Don't know what it is. It's just now coming out. If it's real or not, I don't know. All right, but if it is not real, let me tell y'all, technology, it's some lawyers. Somebody is about to do his thing on that one, because it's out. It is somewhere circulating, true or false. But again, we not gonna be stuck on Diddy, because Diddy was stuck on the freak. Again, he couldn't take a break on the freak offs. The freak offs couldn't have a PTO. You are under investigation, Diddy. You could not hold off on the freak offs for I don't know. And then hold on, let me tell y'all something. I gotta confess real quick. So y'all see that in the news, the mayor of was it New York, he got busted or something. Am I the only one that automatically thought that he was caught up in the Diddy case? Now everybody that's about to get busted, everybody that's stepping down, everything, I'm like, ooh, was they a part of the freak offs? Was they a part of the freak offs? Everything got something to do with the freak offs, if you ask me. All right, everybody. That's not right. No, I'm not saying that he was a part of it, y'all. Y'all know y'all girl don't be coming in here with y'all false information. Okay, yeah, I'm not coming in here. I didn't say it. I went back and said something about finances or financial. I don't know, but I'm just saying at this point, anybody that's stepping down, anybody that's getting caught or something, were you at the freak off? Where you at the freak off? They got you on tape. Okay. Anyway, but again, hey y'all, it's Tipsy Thursday. Hashtag tips if this is your first time getting tips tea with your girl. Hashtag sips if you are an OG, because what y'all know, get with hot tea, hot, because what, it has been cold. Like California don't know what it want to do. Where are you guys at? Type in the chat and let me know where you guys are at up in here. Where are you at? Hashtag. And then, like I said, hashtag tips if you new. But today gonna be the only time you gonna do hashtag tips, because after this, you gonna come back and you gonna do what, my OGs? Hashtag sips, right? All right, y'all. So I got Richard in here, and of course, Richard is a hashtag sips up in here. Richard, what you sipping on? He said no, he couldn't. Referring to Diddy, how he could not take the PTO off on the freak offs. Like, you are under heavily investigation. And not only that, in your own home, you couldn't even move if you had to. What else Richard say? Richard say, I sure did. I know you did, Richard. But I'm just saying, you had to have it at the same location. You couldn't move the location. You couldn't use the homie house for the next freak off if you just had to have the money. I don't know, but Diddy is in his own world. That's what Richard said. Yes, Diddy. Oh, look. Money, listen. I am not one of those. I'm not going to sit up here and quote, money is the root of all evil. That's not it. I don't believe all that. But let me tell y'all something. Money does something. It's something. I'm not gonna say it's the root of all evil. I'm not gonna sit up there and say it's listen, it does something. And it has to do with money management. It has to do with your relationship with money. All right. Me and my bestie, I don't want me to call her the financial lawyer. That's what she is, because she's good at this financial stuff. But me and my bestie, the dog, every first Monday of the month, we do Money Mondays. And I know some of my OGs, hashtag six up in here, y'all are regulars with the Money Mondays. But we will say that it's your relationship with money. It is how you manage money that it's going to turn you into whatever it is. Richard said, but them drugs though, man, listen. Between the baby oils and the drugs and the other lubricants and the everything, again, you couldn't move. You know what? I'm not condoning nothing. I'm not. Listen, I always forget. Type in the chat. Type in the chat if you feel that this is about. Okay, so this is what I mean. This, for me, the freak offs are the freak offs. You're grown, you do it again. I understand that this is about the sex trafficking and so much more. But for me, the root of all this is Cassie. You better go. You better go. The spot is the spot, though. That's what Rich said. I guess. Yes, the spot is the spot. But look, I'm going to open up the lines right now, all right, for anybody that want to go ahead and type in or chime in or call in for a few minutes, because like I said in the beginning, if you are just tuning in, it's not going to be about Diddy all day, every day. No, this is about them babies. Y'all know Kenya love the kids. But what this is about is that that childhood trauma that and yes, they're 17, but this is about that childhood trauma that these girls are about to go through. All of the things that is coming out about their father, the things that they did. Oh, those girls. And rather, again, there are a lot of people that saying Diddy knew what he's doing. Those girls knew. Come on. They're 17. They're daddy precious little girls. And no, we're not going to do that. But y'all, while we are transitioning into how this is going to affect those kids and have some trauma, I'm going to bring in my guest for tonight. We didn't have one last week, but we had the Hey Keepsake letters, which I had some tonight for you. If we have time, I'm going to get into that. But what I want to talk about right now is, if y'all follow your girl, let me click this out. If y'all follow your girl, y'all saw that she was a part of a panel. Yes, she, as in your girl here, a part of a panel, the post-trauma hood disorder. Yes, that panel right there, it was amazing. And we got stuff to discuss. So I'm going to bring in Jasir here because he was the brains and the operation behind PTHD. And I absolutely love it. Is your mic unmuted or is that me? I have to unmute. It seems like you are muted. Welcome, welcome. You are off. Hey, thank you for getting tips tea with your girl. You are in the car, so you are not sipping, but I'm going to sip for you. All right, because look, I want to talk about this amazing thing that we had going on this past weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and let you introduce while I sip first. What was the panel? PTHD Summit. Go ahead and introduce that for me.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Um, yes, the hood doing. Can you hear me?
I can. It was a little echo. I think that's on my end though.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, thank you again. Hood Summit. First of all, it's about PTHD, post-traumatic hood disorders, and then the Hood Summit is about summoning the hood, technically the community, to come and uh, put these things on the table once and for all. Identify these traumas that we have normalized in our community for far too long and to sprinkle some solutions on them through conversation. And as the panels go on, we'll bring in more experts and stuff that can share and enlighten people on how to overcome some of those things even better. But the Hood Summit, yeah, it's a good place to come in, a safe space to come in and share what you've been going through probably your whole life because most hood traumas, like I said, don't get identified. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they don't get identified. They just become normalized, and people go platinum off of them and make movies off of it and do their thing and benefit off of the traumas that themselves have probably gone through, and then other people where they come from are still going through. So we want to put an end to these post traumatic hood disorders if we want to change our communities and make it better.
Right, because I used to always say, speaking when it comes to music and these documentaries that come out all the time, I used to always feel because I've been doing this since 2016, and I used to always feel like, oh my gosh, somebody has to have a sob story in order to be successful. And you'll hear, I used to, everybody talk about Mary J. Blige, how they loved her music when she was hurting, when she was in pain, and when she was this, and everybody had a sob story. The raping when they were younger, and even the drug dealers. And it's like you're saying, they're capitalizing all of that, and so it gives certain people that don't necessarily have those type of traumas or anything, because like you're saying, instead of addressing it, they're capitalizing off of it. They're making songs that, again, this is what I loved at the summit, because you played songs and you had us listen to the words and things like that. And it is people like myself who never been in the streets or anything like that, really tapping my head and rapping the lyrics to it and don't even know what's going on. And like you said, would not consider that as a hood trauma or something else like that. And because it seems to be glorified sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love the platform that you have. So talk about a little, because I did bring up the music. Talk a little about how you, because one of the songs was So Many Tears, and how you came up with that song and what that song meant for you to bring it to that platform. Because we all love a Tupac, we all love that. So go ahead and speak on that one, because I thought that was a good one.
I mean, Tupac, Biggie, uh, Big, um, plus majority of all the rappers that have passed away were iconic victims of PTSD. Um, they they rapped about it. They tried to somewhat live those lives still, but I think more of the verbal confirmation being added into the universe kind of sealed their fates. Um, but the music wise, it is really, I think it's the most damaging thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's the most potent thing because you were asking me you were talking about on the panel also. You were talking about the music, and you would understand how it got into how it can be that issue because when I explained to you like how the beat opens you up and then the words pour in and then as you're pouring all the stuff you're creating a program and that program has to be played out in some kind of way. Now if you're an artist like a Tupac or a Nipsey, you notice the ones that really were big, the ones who had a whole big shining light on them were the ones that were taken,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And they had a responsibility. They knew better, I think. I think Biggie was an innocent bystander, but Pac
Mm-hmm.
and Nipsey and stuff like that, they had a light on them that was a little different than a lot of people. So,
That's
uh,
interesting. That's interesting that I never thought of it that way as separating Biggie because uh Biggie, you know what? You're right. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Look, I have my light bulb moments too. That's why I love having you here. Would you consider Tupac and this is I'm more R&B than hip hop, but I love it all the same. Would Tupac be considered a conscious rapper?
no.
No. So like Common is a conscious rapper.
Hmm.
Okay, so what would Tupac be considered?
Tupac started off as a conscious rapper, but
Okay.
became this wannabe gangster that he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like his first album was like, Brenda's Got a Baby, Traps,
Mm-hmm.
all that type of stuff. He wasn't on that. He
Mm-hmm.
became that person like a little bit after Me Against the World or during Me Against the World. But after that, he just went a whole nother trajectory.
Right. Okay, because now think about like Biggie wasn't would we even consider Biggie a gangster rapper?
No, because gangster rap is more West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but he
Mm-hmm.
was a rapper. Yeah, I could say that. Yeah.
Got it. Because I'm just realizing, like you just brought it to my attention, the fact that everybody puts them in the same bucket because of the affiliation, but they were not the same and the causes were not the same. And so highlighting it, that Biggie was an innocent bystander, that shines a new light on that. I like that. So what would, since mentioned Nipsey as well, what would we call him?
He was more gangster rap.
Okay. All right. So we got three. So yeah, three of all different uh genres, area, whatever we want to call, but all under the same hood trauma. Bringing it all back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you talk this stuff, like I said, it gotta come to light. And Biggie made a song or a whole album called Ready to Die.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Tupac talked about death all the time. He had a couple songs, Death Around the Corner, all kind of stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then you adding these lyrics in there, and Nipsey Hussle spoke about 6-0 Crip and gang banging, and look who killed him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like the 6-0s actually killed him. So
Right. So do you think that when they're talking about death and all this other kind of stuff that they mean it, and then when they're faced with it it's just like, oh my god, I was just playing? Or, I mean, of course we never know when anyone last moments in, and I don't think anybody is really ready to die, but I don't know. It goes back to the rapping and the lyrics and meaning what you say, because you're pouring into other people and people are really taking that stuff in. I know one big thing about Rick Ross right now, right? Everybody's so canceled him because apparently he was a CEO back in the day. So you're not rapping what you preaching or anything like that. And so it is one of those things that make you think, like you said, Biggie, all of them rap about death. Bring it. It is what it is. Machiavelli up in this, you know what I'm saying? And then here they are, no longer here. And about 25, under the age of 25. I think Nipsey was a little older. He went to Hamilton, but he was younger than I am. But Biggie, Tupac, I think they were what, 25-ish or anything like that. Um, what do you think about the lyrics? Meaning that, are they meaning these things? And then when they're faced with them, or are they just putting it out there?
I mean, I do music too. So as an artist, you
Mm.
write what you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
all you know. That's all you've seen, which is a sad situation. But if that's all you've seen, you can only write what you know. The thing with Tupac was that he knew better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't come from that. He had a mother that was a Black Panther that taught him other things. He
Right.
he allowed his environment to influence his pen.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So Nipsey grew up in the 6-0, so he was banging from day one on his music. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Biggie didn't have to live that life. He had a really good mom that was taking care of him, but he wanted to be a thug. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this brother. I didn't grow up in New York, but I'm just going off of the stories that I've heard, right? So what I could see. But the lyrics, do they mean it? I think they mean it because that's all they really know.
Mm-hmm.
Never got a chance to hear the alternative to what they were spewing to the public. Um, they never got a chance to probably understand what neuromusicology means.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They probably had
And for a lot of people that don't explain it.
neuromusicology is the study of the brain being influenced by music and how the music influences the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
kind of what I was explaining, the beat opening and the words going in, is like that becomes a program, and your
Mm-hmm.
mind lights up when you put it under these scopes that they have, these things that they use to study the brain. It actually, I saw a video on it about a couple weeks ago. They were
Mm-hmm.
talking about how out of all the genres of music, rock and hip hop are the worst because when they put their people's brains under the scope, it lights up all red like it's all danger. It's all bad in there. Like it influences the brain in a negative way because if you listen to the music, guess what? It's negative.
Mm.
It's nothing really positive about our
Right.
music, including R&B,
Mm-hmm.
right? R&B
Mm-hmm.
worse. It's probably equal because they ruining people on a love side. So it's
Yes. Right. 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 Right.
heartbreak. It's all about not a lot about like true love and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's depressing at times. So
Mm-hmm.
um, our music lights up red in our brain, and when
Yeah.
that red is programming you in a negative direction. So if you don't know better, like Pac, and then probably didn't get a chance to witness any of that, um,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know they was probably participating in neuromusicology in the wrong direction because it can go in a good direction. It could be good. You listen to jazz,
Mm-hmm.
you can light up green
Mm-hmm.
on a positive light note. It depends on what you're listening to. Our music has just been destroyed, and I think probably for that reason though alone. But our music has been destroyed, so these cats couldn't have never known probably what they were doing. They just was spewing what they seen.
Mm. And also, we touched on the beat. That's what you were saying before, the beat. And that has a lot to do with it too. You put a great producer behind it, and the beat and the lyrics are just whatever. Because there are some great songs out there. If the beat don't hit, you're not listening. You're not listening to the lyrics. You're not. You just can't. And so I believe in like I said, and we talked about this at the summit, it's the beat. The beat gets you going first. That's why it hits hard, whether it's a Dre beat or anything like that. And if you're feeling down, going to the R&B side, if that violin hits you when you're in a heartbreak, it's gonna tug at your heartstrings. But it could be the most positive lyrics, and if that beat, if that producer just wasn't hitting, we're not listening to it at all, at all. That is it's amazing. And so before you jumped in here, the reason why I'm glad that you jumped in was because, I mean, celebrity news, it's here, it's there, but it's in the media, and Diddy done did it, and that is the highlight. And we're not going to talk about Diddy, but can you love the kids? And my point in bringing up Diddy tonight was more a fact about his young daughters. And we talked about this at my mixer as well, because I said that guess what is about to happen? Those girls are about to go through some childhood trauma. It's starting. It's starting right here. Whether it's celebrity, I had people argue some at my mixer that would say like they in the media. This is the life. This is their daddy did this to them. And although I understand that, I get that, but the point is that they're still human. They're still 17-year-old girls at that who lost their mother and now is about to lose their father with all the things coming out in the media. And also what I touched on too is it's not just about the celebrities. These are triggering us on a level here. right, Jasir? Because Diddy is somebody of money and power, but there's a Diddy down the street, there's a Diddy in another city, and all these other things. So when we are looking at them and we are watching them in the media, some of us are being triggered as well. And it is making us address childhood trauma and things like that. Which is, again, I'm grateful for you opening the spaces. So I wanted you to just give them more, because we're doing this. This summit here is happening continuously. So again, I want you to tell the people the mission for this summit, and what to expect when we come out of there, because I didn't even know what to expect, and it blew my mind. And I'm telling you, it is something that the network that you put together, amazing. So let us all know what to expect and the reason for you bringing it up here. Oh, that's what I wanted to touch on too, because your story is interesting. I wanted you to touch on how you even came up with this just by going to therapy, right, out of a divorce. Had nothing to do with anything, because of a lot of men, right? A lot of men, we know they run from therapy. And like I said, it's a bad word. And so I know I just said a mouthful, but go ahead and start talking about your journey in this. Again, you can see I get so excited about projects that we got going
on. Yeah, like, men don't have spaces to talk. Like, we don't,
on.
your homeboy don't want to hear about your heartbreak from your girlfriend. Like, they don't care about that. Like, they'll talk about football and Cowboys all day, but if you over here in pain, they really don't care, right? So we really don't have a lot of places to go release that.
Yeah.
So it was a period in time I was going through one of those breakups, and I didn't go to therapy because of the breakup. I went because I saw a pattern, and, and
Okay.
I didn't come from a family like that. I didn't come from a family that was, the most Huxtables of the families, not even the Evans of the families. Like, I had the Claudine. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about. Like, I had,
Yeah.
so I didn't know how to do none of that stuff. So I was trying to figure it out, how to like have a relationship that was successful and in peace. I didn't know how to do that. I just knew I kept breaking up, and I was tired of the cycle. So I went to a therapist across the street from my barbershop, and um, sat down with this lady for a few weeks. And then in one of the sessions, she asked me to just kind of like, open up and tell her my story. And I like, I'm telling her my story. I'm like, this ain't normal. Like what where they do this stuff at for real? Besides where I come from, like this
Right.
lady, no, she's looking at me like a deer in the headlights. Like, this is amazing. You survived that? Like, how you do that? Like, but where we come from, it's like Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's like it's normal. So I was like, when I left the place, I was like, I got hood disorders. Like, this is a disorder. This is not normal. I didn't know what to do with it at the time. And then fast forwarding, I started studying African spirituality, and they talk about Ifa. Ifa talks about a lot of Ori, which is the mindset. And then I started studying. After studying that, I studied the psychological therapies world and stuff of how they see the mind or the brain working, and it was all similar. And then when I started putting everything together, as far as how my mind was working and why it was working that way, I figured it out. I have post-traumatic hood disorders, and I put that whole process together to become an organization to try to share that journey with other people, to hopefully they will want to cure theirs, because we can't go on at this position. We can't go on with this. And the only way to change it is to change the mindset. It's not going to be, you can't move to a new zip code and then think your brain didn't go with you.
Right. What they say, that's be like, well, you can't take the hood out the person out the hood, but you get, yeah, you know what I mean. All of that. That's what they say.
Hmm. You can take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the homeboy.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. Well, that's good. I love it. And again, the other step, you have to be open. You have to be open, and I mean, we can put it out there, but when you come down there and you are in this space and you see that it is safe and open, and there are people that, have similar situations, issues, childhood trauma, hood traumas, because again, we're all coming together. We're all from some hood. Well, whatever the hood it is, and we've all seen something in the hood that
Yeah.
has affected us.
Yeah.
And so I love it. I love being a part of it. It is amazing. And the next one is October 26th. And if you follow your girl, you will see the flyer on my page. Follow Jasir, everything. Oh my God. I can't even tell y'all how amazing it is. You just gotta come down and see it. All right. Jasir, thank you again for coming in. Again, I will follow you. You will follow me. I'll have you back on again. And we're going to do this continuously because we are going to bring awareness. And like I said, it's not just the hood. It's how it affects everything outside of the hood. When you go in and try to get that corporate job, when you go in that next relationship, when you go in school, any institution, or anything else, you have to, like Jasir said, address those hood traumas that you have. So, any last words for you before we get out of here?
No, I just hope to see everybody come out on October 24th and 27th for the two-part. This is going to be a two-part. This is going to be interesting right here.
Two-parter.
It's going to be a two.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the 27th. It's the 24th. I thought it was the 24th and the 26th.
It is 24th.
Okay, so 24th and the 26th. I will be able to make the 24th. I won't be able to make the 26th because I will be on stage that day speaking about mood mastery. But every other month, your girl is there. So I will see you there. And thank you again, Jasir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Oh my God, listen. You can't take my word for it. You can't take Jasir's word for it. You just have to be there. Follow your girl, and you will see all the information on the flyer when the next one is. Catch me there on the panel. The panel is amazing. And look, your story, if you can just come and listen, but I guarantee you are going to resonate and do everything that great spaces. I create great spaces too. Keepsake Mixer was last Friday night, and we had a time there. Male perspective, female perspective, the panel, amazing. All these discussions, y'all, you have to be open. Open-minded is the key for growth, and how to deal with this. Everybody, look, life is life. And if y'all caught, I ran on live randomly yesterday for your girl, and I talked about how life is lifing for everyone right now on any shape or form. You don't ever want to look at nobody and be like, ooh, at least it's not that bad. Because guess what? It is bad for them, and it is bad for you right now, and that is okay. But the key is on how to manage your emotions. Get the tools, breathe. Don't be so defensiveness. Don't be so judgmental of other people. Have compassion, because you have no idea what everyone else is going through at that moment. All right. Sober up, real talk reflections, y'all. How are y'all feeling right now? What time is it? Where are we at? It's 8:20. Hold on. No. Let's bring it back. Because your girl, hey, Keepsake, I have a letter. We still have 10 minutes of it. Y'all are getting tips tea with your girl. We had our guest in post-traumatic hood disorder. Yes, because look, we all suffering through a lot of things, but hold on. Because if I introduced this segment last week and the week before, I got to keep it going because the letters were pouring in. Y'all listen. So if you are just joining your girl tonight, getting Tipsy Thursday, this is the second half of this segment. This is something that I just did randomly one day because someone DM'd me for a letter and I answered it, and oh my goodness, it blew up. So this segment right here, hey, Keepsake, I'm still playing with it though. I don't know if I want to go with Dear Keepsake. Hey, Keepsake, type in the chat. Let me know which one y'all feel or which one flow better. Hey, Keepsake or Dear Keepsake, because we can always go back old school. Dear Keepsake, but this letter right here started with Dear Keepsake. Y'all ready? Now look, let me run it back on what these letters are. Hey / Dear Keepsake is this new segment that I have where you can anonymously send in your letters. I will send in the link. I will type in the link in the chat, in the comments. So you will have the link there. And you guys send in your letters anonymously. It could be about anything. No judgy here. Y'all know my motto, no judgy here. It could be about anything. But I have your permission to read it out loud. And again, anonymously, I will give you my keepsakes and all my people up in here. You guys will have a chance to type in the chat and let them know as well, because I don't know if they're watching or not. They're probably watching to get their letters answered. And guess what? You might be going through the same exact thing, and you might even want to chime in and help my person out. I don't know if it's a guy or if it's a girl, because guess what? It's anonymous. Now, sometimes we can tell, like this one right here. So y'all ready to get into it again? Listen, type in the chat if y'all have something to say to my person right here, because this one came in hot. It said, "Dear Keepsake," so here's the scoop. I've been seeing my boss. Look. Yes, I know, not the best start, right? See, they already feel me because y'all know y'all girl. Y'all know y'all girl. Okay, but anyway, he's charming, influential, and married. Charming, influential, and married. Yeah. Anyway, he keeps telling me they're splitting up, but somehow I'm still a secret. To top it off, I've started getting these creepy anonymous emails that are pretty clear warnings. It feels like a mess that's only getting messier. How do I handle this without my whole life blowing up? Plus, I've been up for a promotion and now I'm worried this whole situation could torpedo my career if it comes out. There's a part of me that wonders if staying in this relationship is worth the risk. Keepsake. Am I just fooling myself here, hoping he'll change his situation, or is it time to cut my losses and protect my future? They don't be signing it. Sometimes, like, when y'all like, no, I love it. Look, I ain't asking for too much, but sign it sometimes. Sign it to be like, signed, messing with my boss, or signed, promoting with my boss, something like that. But anyway, I'm funny, y'all know. But anyway, this is why y'all come to y'all, girl. All right, but here we go. Let me see. Here we go. All right, let's start off. First, you said, and then I'm gonna learn, because sometimes I'll be wanting to comment in between, but I gotta learn. I gotta just read the letter first and then get up in here. So you guys, y'all followed the letter. Type in the comment or the chat, comment all that. If you want to help my person out, we kind of want to assume that this is. Now we're not gonna assume this is the girl, because it's some female bosses out there. Okay, some female bosses. All right, but anyway, let's get. Oh no, I'm sorry. It said he, so we know it's a girl. But I'm just saying, it is some female bosses out there, because he's charming, influential, and married. Let's get to this letter, y'all. So I'm going with here. Oh, we got a comment in the chat. Think of your livelihood. Richard said, before I even got here, Richard said, think of your livelihood. And then the closer said, run. I don't care what he says. Get the F out. Listen, because what I was going to say is that she sat up here and said, wonders if staying in this relationship is worth the risk. Baby girl, there is no relationship. This is all risk. This is all risk. And like the closer said, I don't care what he says. Get the F out. And then you said that you're still a secret. Still, you're a secret, and it feels like a mess, getting only messier. Now, these creepy anonymous emails, I would like to know a little more information about these creepy anonymous emails. Now, I know, like I said earlier, technology is a thing. That is it. But are you thinking that they're from him, or are you thinking that they're from the wife? I don't know. I don't want to think that they're from the wife, because anonymous emails, I don't think that that's how the wife will handle them. But if they're from him, it is something creepy about that, which should have you, like the closer said, run. And Richard said, think of your livelihood. Yes, think of your livelihood. Here's my thing about people. Like, look, yes, it's easy to say everybody make mistakes. Oh my God. No, I work this is not a mistake. This was a choice that the two of you have made. You have made a choice to sleep with your married boss, not just your boss, because that was already one thing. You made the decision to sleep with your married boss. And now that you're not feeling it anymore, you're trying to think of an escape plan. Here's the thing about people that put themselves in compromising situations. When it starts to affect your livelihood, like Richard said, that's when you want to get out. But you didn't think about how it would affect your livelihood and everything else when you started. But now you want to get out, right? And so it will be easy to be like, oh my God, no, leave him alone, go for that promotion. But unfortunately, damage has been done. Now, you do not say how long you have been messing with this person. It does not say that. But honey, this is not just an affair. Okay, this is a quicksand. That's what this is. The deeper you go, the harder that it is going to get for you. And like I said, you don't, because it's an emotional toll. Secrecy, all that other kind of stuff. This isn't a Lifetime movie. You're not a secret. I mean, you're definitely a secret, but don't call yourself a secret. Let me get to the comments. Hell no, it ain't. D Closer said she's delusional, and so is he. She needs to move on and find someone who is for her. Maybe she doesn't know the wife can and will sue her for having an affair with her husband. Hello. Yes. Listen, that's what I'm saying. It's not just I'm having an affair with someone else. There are other things that trickle. Look, y'all know your girl. I watch Tubi. I do watch Lifetime. I do. But y'all think these writers and producers are coming up with these things out of their sleep and out of their dreams? They are basing these stories off of real life situations that they have seen or maybe that they have even dealt with. All right. And so what we are saying, the closer and I, is that there are other consequences than just having sex with someone else, a married man or your boss. There's emotional tolls that are coming out of this. There are deeper. I don't care what anyone says. The longer that you sleep with someone, or not even sleep because y'all not sleeping, the longer that you are entangled with someone, the deeper the connection. I'm not even going to sit up here and say, the deeper the feelings, because yes, feelings do get involved, but whether you want to call it a feeling or not, and you don't want it to sound mushy, connections are formed. There are bonds that are formed. There are ties that are formed that goes way beyond this. And so, like the closer is saying, that maybe she doesn't know the wife can and will sue her for having an affair with her husband. I've seen it on Lifetime. I've seen it on. Look, there are so many hidden. Look, the legal system. I told y'all this story before. Before I got my degree in psychology, I went to school for law. It's so many hidden laws, loopholes, and stuff. I said, oh no, I ain't got time for this. And then I switched to psychology. But yes, not only that, forget the legal route. That wife can do some other type of damage to you. Because like Richard said, think of your livelihood. If that wife finds out, that wife gonna think about her livelihood. All right. And we don't know what that means. We don't know what that means. But not only that, think about that husband, because then that husband is going to start thinking about his livelihood as well. All right. So Richard hit it on the nail. If y'all don't take away nothing from this keepsake letter for tonight, is think about everybody's livelihood. Now, if the damage has, if not too, and I'm gonna say not too much damage, because damage has already been done. We don't know where these anonymous emails are coming from. We don't know. Like I said, I watch TV, but we don't know. But stop it right now. In the comments, it said run. Think about your livelihood. Stop it. Yes. Start to really focus in on your career. If you are up for a promotion and you are missing, cut that off. Cut every secret meeting, every talk, every lunch, every meet at the same hotel room 304. Cut all of that. Straight professional. If you have to ignore him, make it straight. Don't look him in the eye. If you got something to do, if you have to cut it down to emails only, you need to transition that. You need to transition that, and you need to go through a healing process. And when I say healing, because there is going to be some healing that you need to go through, and it has nothing to do with the breakup. It is that emotional toll that you put on yourself, that emotional connection, because it is going to be a breakup for you because you thought it was a relationship when it was a risk. You're going to have to deal with this risk. You're going to have to deal with this risk. But listen, hold on, because if you are up for a promotion, you don't want that to jeopardize your professional integrity. Okay, look, I'm one for knowing that how you are in the corporate world ain't how you are in here. So I ain't saying, but you're the one that intertwined that. Intertwine, untwine, okay? Untwine, get that profession, because obviously you are good at your job. You do not want to risk that, especially now. It's one rule about fraternizing. This is not just fraternizing. This is your married boss. Okay. Oh, that was good. Anything else? Anybody else got something? Thank you, D. Closer, Richard, everybody else that was in here chiming in. This is what it was all about. And listen, hey, I'm going to give you a name because you didn't sign it off. Hold on, because like I said, I want y'all to be like, signed, hold on. Oh, let's call this office secrets. Office secrets. Sign office secrets. What we got in this, I just joined, but the person that is cheating with the boss, it is all bad for them. Yes, DJ Red, all bad for them. And not only, since you're just coming in, not only is it, she's just cheating with the boss, cheating with the married boss, and she is up for a promotion. Yes, all bad. That's why we are here to advise to run, turn it all the way back professional. Do not lose your job. It's hard out here for a pimp. Okay, don't lose your job over no dangling. Don't do it over no dangling. No married dangling. No dangling that ain't yours. Don't do it. All right, don't do it. All right, y'all. Look, we are here. I had 2 more letters, but we are at time, y'all. I love this segment. This, hey, keepsake, dear keepsake. Again, I have to figure out which one I want to call it. Because at first my thought was, hey, keepsake, and then get into it. But like I said, my fellas, y'all ain't going to be in there like, hey, keepsake. No, okay, so you know what? That was, hey, keepsake. However y'all want to, do y'all like dear keepsake? Dear keepsake, hey keepsake, type in the chat. Let your girl know. I think that I will, because what are we doing? We are going into an hour. It's 2 more letters. They're so good. And I know that somebody might be looking and watching because their letter has to be read. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Just because y'all in here with me, y'all. It's still a little early. I'm gonna just do one more because again, these letters, they come in, and I might just do them as they come in, because let's think about it, y'all. If y'all send me a letter, y'all might need some help that day. Y'all don't want to wait till Thursday, like a whole week. Anything can happen in between time, in the meantime, that y'all just might need your girl. That's why I started this, because y'all go DM me anyway. Y'all go DM me anyway. Oh, D Cluster said, dear keepsake. All right. Dear keepsake, let me get a couple more votes in, because I think I'm swinging towards dear keepsake too, because you right, dear keep. But hold on, all right, y'all. Which one do I want to go with? Oh my God, that one. I'm gonna name that one Office Secrets. No, that ain't too. That's not too deep. Let me see. Hold on, because that one was good. Okay, so I think I want to go with. Let's go with this last one, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, this one is from, my ladies were in here, because this one says, y'all like dear keepsake. Okay, I'm gonna go with dear keepsake. Oh, The Office. Okay, The Office, signed The Office. But this one here, dear keepsake, here's my dilemma. I'm engaged to Mr. Perfect on paper. My family loves him. He's kind and dependable, but there's this other guy. I see there's a okay, I said I'm gonna read the letter first and then I'm gonna comment because I gotta run through the letter. But there's this other guy. This other guy makes me feel alive. Like uh, like in those epic love stories. We've had a few secret rendezvous, and each time I feel more confused. I'm scared of throwing away a sure thing for a what if. What should I do? Follow my head and marry the safe choice, or follow my heart into the unknown? Every time I think about calling off the engagement, guilt washes over me. My fiance is planning our future. I think about calling off the gate. Oh no, I said that. My fiance is planning our future, and here I am daydreaming about another. Am I just being selfish? Kay keeps see y'all keep this hey keep anyway, keep saying, how do I decide if I should stay on the path everyone expects me to follow, or if I should make a leap for what could be the love of my life? Y'all. All right, look. The closer went in already. He said, nope, already she's a mess. All right, let me tell y'all while I was stumbling on my words, because if y'all know y'all girl and if y'all follow me, this is sort of my story. No, it's not exactly my story, but this was my story. And on my YouTube channel, I have a whole series called I Didn't Choose Him, and that is okay. It is 5 episodes, and it goes into how I was engaged. Now, let me tell y'all where there is a difference here. Y'all listening to y'all girl, if y'all follow me, y'all know. The difference is I was not engaged to Mr. Perfect on paper. My family, I mean, we was cool. He was not dependable, and there was no other guy. I highlight that all the time, that I did not choose him for another guy. I didn't choose him because it was not him. But anyway, it's not about me right now, because that's back on that other series. But what I am saying here is that yes, I understand that when it's perfect on paper, because what she is saying is that it's on paper, but he not for me. Like I didn't write that paper. That's not the paper that I wanted to turned into my classroom. That's what she's saying. Perfect on paper, kind, dependable. Let me tell y'all something. If somebody describes their man as kind, I don't know about y'all, but that's a friendly word. He's so kind. Maybe it's just me, but type in the chat if y'all think about y'all man and y'all be like, he's so kind. Now, when I think about my homies, they're kind. My bosses are kind. Like but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Because she said he's kind and dependable, but then there's this other guy. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I'm not going to jump right in and be like, oh, because there are some times when that other guy is not that other guy. All right, you have to really dig deep down, and because you didn't highlight the attributes of this other guy like you did when you were describing your Mr. Perfect on paper. You feel me? Y'all know y'all girl have to dissect this. Now, before I dissect this, I'm gonna go back to my comments, because the closer said, ma'am, she better think about securing her future, not no Dusty that's singing sweet nothings to her ear. Baby, stay, but if the husband, find out your ass is grass. Listen, so that's what I was going to touch on right now, because she's saying that the other person might be Dusty, and we don't know. But the reason why we don't know is because she didn't highlight those things about him when the way she did her Mr. Perfect on paper. She said, my family loves him. He's kind and dependable, but there's this other guy. Then she said, he makes me feel alive, like those epic love stories. You already know that it's a love story, that it's a fairy tale, and then you went on to say we've had secret rendezvous, and each time you're more confused. Yeah, because that's all he's making you feel like. It's just, Richard said either you want an 80 or you want 20% of a man. And then you say, what else you say? You even call him. You scared of throwing away a sure thing for a what if. So you don't even know if you're going to throw. Now, here's the thing. This is what I tell my clients. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. This is what I'm going to tell anybody that is reading. This is what I'm going to tell heart versus head. Okay? If you are unhappy with someone, understand why you are unhappy with them. Do not bring another individual to cloud your judgment. Do not bring in another individual to make you feel a certain way against the other person and to have a competing situation going on. But I'm talking about you competing and you comparing. All right, don't do that. If they're, because like Richard said, 80 and the 20. Okay, if you are unhappy with this person, you have to leave that situation for yourself. All right, but you're not saying that you're unhappy with that person. You're saying perfect on paper. We don't really understand what that means. And we are saying that your family loves him. He's kind and dependable. What do you love about him? Do you love him? Do you? What do you love about him? You have to think about those things before. And then these other guys, where are the good, great attributes for him? There are none. So you're just dabbling right now. Don't dabble. Don't do that. All right, you need to really sit down with yourself. You're at a crossroads because you don't know yourself, which means you need to find what makes you happy, what makes you satisfied. Doesn't not Mr. Perfect on paper, not the man that makes you feel like a fairy tale. All right, it has to be you. Dig deeper. And the closer said, I agree 100% with you. Address your unhappiness with yourself first. Her relationship just may need a pick-me-up. Sit down and get quiet with yourself. Yes, your relationship just might need a pick-me-up. All right. And even if not so, still sit down with yourself and see what it needs, what you need, but what you don't need is distractions and clouded judgment. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness, you guys are amazing. I absolutely love this. I'm going to keep this dear keepsake because y'all said dear keepsake, and I love it. There was one more, but look, we are going into Instagram already cut me off, but that's all right because we went over time, y'all. But I love y'all rocking with me, and I am pretty sure that we have helped 2 people today. Who we help? We help dear Office Secrets, dear the Office. I forgot what we was naming that one. And then we help dear Heart versus Head today. That is who we help today. And we might have helped some other viewers that are in the same situation or similar situations. So like I said, my situation was similar. Not as much. It was similar. And I'm glad that I was here to help someone. All right. And we are all here. We are one, y'all. We are one. Recipes, recipe. We are one. All right, y'all. Oh my God. So listen, tell a friend, type in the chat, comment, let me know. Y'all still, if y'all watch the replay, still type in the comments. I still come back. I read the comments. I type in. I get in there with y'all because again, this is ongoing. All of this is an ongoing thing. We don't stop tonight on Tipsy Thursday because we are coming back next Thursday and sipping with your girl again. All right. I absolutely love it here, y'all. Thank you guys, but y'all know how I always go out. Until you meet someone named they, don't worry about what they think or say. They've been talking, and they'll be all right. I'll see y'all.